Let me bring in my guests on the show, PKD Nambiar, political analyst, Rashid Kidwai, author and senior journalist. Thank you to both of you. Mr. Nambiar, first thing first, as far as the hill state of Himachal Pradesh is concerned, who is the principal challenger? Is it AAP?
Definitely no. It is actually Congress. AAP has been learned the art of media management to quite an extent. And that is the reason you will find that most of the prime time shows nowadays are dedicated for this, to create this narration that Aam Aadmi Party is the leading challenger both in Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh. I think that is not really the truth. This was the same thing which they have been able to do with their media management both for Goa and as well as in Uttarakhand. But the elections are never happened only on the media or in the, through the media or in the studios. It happens on the ground with the people choose their leaders. And I think, yes, there is one thing is true, Arunima, that they have been able to create some kind of a noise which they are trying to replace the opposition space of Congress. And of course, we have Rashid Bhai, who is a Congress specialist in a way. So he will be able to tell you that the Congress is not at all a discussion point in all both these elections is something like the very, very bad way Congress has managed. But that space, Aam Aadmi Party is trying to fill it. But I think it is too new, and a place like Gujarat where the Bharatiya Janata Party's organization is so strong,
right,
and it is grassrooted, and it has been in the power for the 27 years. Even if there is a little bit of fatigue is there, it's very difficult for any new player to come and challenge this mighty BJP there. And most importantly, Arunima, also the split vote of the opposition is always in favor of the BJP. So the opposition votes are going to be split in both in Himachal and also in Gujarat, will be divided between Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, and the BJP will become naturally a winner. And this time you only need to see that last time it was a more of like a very tight fight between Congress and BJP in Gujarat, and this time it is going to be a,
right.
I think it's going to be a major win.
Right. Okay. Mr. Nambiar, same question to you. Do you think the Himachal constituent will look over their shoulders, look at how their neighboring state has behaved? Will that have any impact on their choice when they press that button?
Well, Arunima, this is both Himachal and Punjab. They both are absolutely different, even though they are neighboring states. The culture is different. The way their expectation, desires, and the lifestyles are very, very, very different. So as the challenges of the voters of both these states. So I believe that, as Rashid Bhai said, that the Congress in Punjab was already going through a major crisis, even though they tried to, Channi was trying to make some kind of a noise. That is again, so if you really recall that the fight between Channi, Amrinder Singh, Sidhu, so much of bad news, and Akali Dal was already, there was so much of fatigue against these people. So it's basically more of like a opposition of people, not towards, and BJP was hardly available in Punjab, and let us be very honest with that. So when there is so much of an anti feeling against the establishment, they chose Aam Aadmi Party.
Right. And would you want to hazard a guess, Mr. Nambiar? Would you want to hazard a guess whether these elections will be multi-phased? We're counting down to snowfall also. Already in Ladakh, in Jammu and Kashmir, the first snow has fallen. In Himachal also, in the higher terrain, things are not looking very good weather-wise. So would you want to hazard a guess whether this will be more than a single phase as far as Himachal polls are concerned?
Himachal Pradesh would be maybe, if not one, maybe maximum two. But one thing I wanted to tell you, the the spirit of Indian democracy is such a powerful one. The weather, all those, even we have seen during the flood time, the elections were happening so well, even in places which are remote areas. I think the vibrancy of our democracy, our election process is one of the finest in the world. But I think Himachal may have maximum two, but one should not be surprised because there is not too much of an elections are not happening across the country. So I think even the government is going for, the election commission might even go for a single
single phase there. So that it is allowing Bharatiya Janata Party to play its game. It will have more time to field both its star campaigners in Prime Minister, Home Minister, to spend time in both states. How do you see that criticism, if at all, and this decision, if it comes through, of not announcing Gujarat yet?
Well, I believe that both the elections will be announced today together only. I don't think there is any reason for them to have a separate one unless there is a specific reason by the. But I wanted to tell you that for the BJP, for a national election, it's an election machine. They have already done half of the job. You have seen that even yesterday, day before, and etc. The Prime Minister was touring to both these states extensively. Amit Shah, even JP Nadda, and in a way, the BJP was being prepared for this election at least 1 year, 1.5 years in advance.
Yes.
So I think for BJP, election commission needs to plan little differently. That may be just for the heck of criticizing thing, because BJP is always ready for election.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of BJP. That is the power of BJP. Whether they win or lose, that is different. But they are ready for a fight at any given time. That is something which makes them different. That is the one thing which is a major challenge for other party.
Absolutely.
And even somebody who is able to match that.
They are an election machine which is forever working. Mr. Nambiar, thank you so much for sharing